AI in Tkinter or Chatbot in Tkinter, I created a folder whereby we can, I created a file whereby we can start to write all our scripts. So we can start from scratch to also understand how this works. So the name of the file is actually Tkinter. Where is that? Tkinter Chatbot. So let me move this. So the next we are going to do is to import the necessary library. So all the library that we need, we're going to make use of Tkinter. We're going to make use of that of Meta AI. I've explained how Meta AI works. Right? The Meta AI API are going to make use of it to query our text, and then query our question, and to give us the output also for us. So, and I'll explain how all these Meta AI API works, and the link in the video will be in the description down below, or you can actually get it by the right hand corner of this screen. So the first thing we're going to do is to forward our Tkinter. We want to import a whole bunch of things, so we're just going to import everything from that of our Tkinter. And the next thing we want to import is to import our Meta AI from our Meta AI API, which to install it is just basically simple. Come here, come to your search window and type cmd. If you are on Windows, since I'm using Windows, just come here and type pip install meta hyphen AI-API, and then hit enter. In my case, already have it installed, so I don't need to install it. But in your situation, if you don't have it, just type pip install meta AI-API. It's going to install. So we need to import that. So, but as of now, we are not going to import it, because trying to import it is meaning that all our code we are going to want to this, and every time we need to be connected to the internet. But I want us to do the other part first, then we can then dive into that of importing that of this Meta API, because that Meta API can be a little bit heavy at times, and it can also take a while for it to load. But I want us to get other concepts head on before we can then import that Meta API. So the first one we need to look at, I've talked about what label is. We're going to make use of label, entry, and that of button, and then able to make the environment to be scalable. So if you have not watched my videos on all this, all the link for all these things I mentioned, which is the button, label, and that of the scalable surface, I can see scalable application, all the link is in that description below. You can get all of them, so you can follow up understand what we're actually doing, because I'm not going to explain almost everything that we're basically going to do. So the first thing we're going to do, we need to initialize our application. So I can say main is going to be that of TK. So and then after we've done initializing our application, we can start to give it title. Let me just give it title. In my case, I'm going to give it something like easy keys AI. I can say chatbot. Okay, so after that I can start to give it a size, which is the geometry. I can say our main dot what? Main dot geometry. That of geometry, I can start to give it our width to be something like 750. So this is supposed to be a string. I can say 750 x. Once you put s, it means that I want to put the height. So 750 is the width and x is the height. So I want to change the background color, so I can say main.config. So when I do this, I'm going to change the BG, which is for background color. So let me change it to blue. Then after that, I need to run the application itself. So I can say main loop. This makes sure that application is run successfully. So if I run this, we're not basically going to see anything sweet. We are going to create a whole something like interface where we can look at, and then when we are going to apply our things, we can still have a blue background color with on top while the easy case chat. But here we're going to start to implement everything that we need to make this chatbot successful. So after that, we can also add other things, but I want us to stop for here in this video. So if you are still new to the to my channel, if you are still new to Tkinter, to this point shouldn't be a problem for you to understand. Remember, everything you need to understand what we're actually going to do in this video, I've talked about it very well in this Tkinter series, so make sure to check it out. So in the next video, we're going to add other buttons and tests on the screen for us to start to make a little bit of sense. So I think this way I'm going to end for this video. If you enjoy, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching.